Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan Battle video. So we got some information here about the next version update. Now this is something they did not talk about at all at the Community Fest. There was no reference to this, talk about this, nothing really. So we have a version update and we have the maintenance announced. Now, bro, I don't... So it's just like, yeah, like global is gonna get it at the same time, but just like no announcements. This is one thing I personally feel like Dokkan could improve upon, and might have said it directly. But like here, so I always use this example right here. The Dokkan 2 update. Okay, Dokkan 2, oh my god, so massive, so fun, so incredible. I am a JP player. It came to JP, one day earlier. Then Global got it the next day. I don't like that. I would rather Global would have gotten it the same. Like, I don't know. Like, I'd rather these things always are the same time. Now, I do expect Global is going to get this the same day, but a lot of times they have done JP update, one day, and then Global would get it the next day. That might be what's going to happen here. So we'll see. I don't know. Like, I do think the game is better when there's not like a focus on like one version getting anything first or one version getting something and the other doesn't. I think it would be best if everything was just treated exactly the same. Like, there is just one version of the game. I think it's just much better overall. I mean, that's just my opinion on that. Okay, so we have the 5.3.0 update announcement, sneak peek at some of the content, event screen UI improvements. You'll be able to check the rewards, clear drops for each stage and difficulty level outside of adventure, the Dokkan story. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I mean, honestly, this is just it's like a small change that's very good actually, because let's just pull up yeah, oh wow, they haven't really done many like just story events lately, huh? Daima event right here. So, when we're in game, right? Like, and we would go to click like a stage, right? And I mean, we just have like, all these stages. So like, you're in game about to click a stage. It doesn't like a lot of times what we would do is you then like would click like the event info, and then you'd look right here like, okay, like I'm looking for the Daima Vegeta medals, okay, like stage 7, stage 8, and then you go click the stage. Now they're just going to directly apply that to the stage when you're clicking it. That's good. That's a good change. It's just one of these things that just makes the game there's it's just a little bit more streamlined, just a little bit better. I think that's a good change. Really, this is something that should have been around for quite a while. And the thing is, the story mode, so they're not talking about the Dragon Ball stories, they're talking about literally quest mode right here. Quest mode already does this. Quest mode has this exact thing, right? And that's nice for quest mode, right? You can just click and you can see, oh, we can get the equips, or this is where we could get the Broly and Trunks drops, right? Stuff like that. So that's good. So yeah, this looks to be a nice little update there. You can also filter and search events by category. Oh, I mean, that's really good. Just straight up, that's good. Sure, that's good. This is one of those things though that this would have been a much more pressing thing like last year. But remember, they took away Ize areas and Dokkan Awakenings, and they made it its own tab. They split it from the challenge. This would have been a great thing. I mean, just having it there is going to be good anyway. But this would have been a great thing to have, before they... And I think that this was a good change, too, by the way. Taking the Dokkan events and the Ize areas and then just making them their own tab. Definitely a good decision for Dokkan to do. So now we'll be able to sort and just go to it quickly. This is good. Again, this is, exactly the type of player that this would really help is like Iron Cane, right? An Iron Cane type player, like to just be able search, right? Like when Iron's going through categories, right? Like, so, I mean, well, let me pull it up on the global site so we can see it. But like, here's the way the category screen looks like. Me, in my head, I have a general, like, I don't know, like, it's like, I kind of have it like memorized, right? Like when I'm looking at the categories, this is what I'm looking at. And I mean, essentially, I just, have played the game so much and I care so much, right, that I just kind of like have the order in my head memorized. But like Iron, just walks into the game and it's just, right, it's just a million of this just sitting here. So for him, it's there's the search button for this, and he could just boom search it in, and then he clicks it, and that's what he does. And so we'll be able to do kind of a similar thing with this, which is really, really good. All right, so we have that. We don't need that. And I guess I did already talk about the maintenance. So if we take a look at this, the maintenance is tomorrow night at 9 p.m. my time, and then it goes until 3 a.m. So once the maintenance is complete, that should be our data download for Big Daddy right here as well. He should just be in the data download. I am not expecting any other characters or probably even EZAs. By the way, I'm going to do a video kind of going over the two EZAs as well. Remember, I mean, this is why, like, it's nice to go, go to these events, stuff like that. I definitely, I'm glad I went. But, like, it's like I'm a little behind on the videos I want to cover, right? Like, bro, there's a lot to talk about here. There's a lot to talk about. So, okay, so we got all this, right? Like, the maintenance is going to happen. That's where the data download will be. My guess is we're going to see Broly dropping on the 12th. That's kind of like what we've been anticipating the whole time. And then we're going to have 2 weeks left of this celebration. And then the next Dokkan Fest after Broly is probably the 2nd or the 3rd. Like, in this range is where we get the next Dokkan Fest. Let's just say it's Zarbon. Toonami's pick. We'll go with Zarbon. It would be like the 2nd or the 3rd. Somewhere around then. So probably next week might be an EZA week. We know Broly is getting a super EZA. The other Broly is getting an EZA, the ban unit. Maybe there will be something else. We'll see, right? So we have that. Broly's coming. And then, remember, there is going to be a lot of other content coming, too. So we're going to get the Majin Vegeta and the Kabe stages for the Pure Saiyan Red Zone. I think as this keeps going, the fact that there's going to be 2 more stages, looks like Kale and Khalifa and then Broly are going to have their own stages, probably not next week, but in 2 weeks would be my guess. So that could be very interesting. We're also going to get this. Remember, this is just going to be one of those events you're going to want to do every single day. It looks like kind of treating it as though it's like the Master Roshi type event. I think is probably a good way to look at this, the story of Ba and Broly. So that'll be good. And then we're also going to get this new challenge event, which is going to have a new stage added every single day. So we'll see how easy or tough this is going to be or what. And that eventually will lead us to a unique title. So we do have some actual content coming focused around Broly and Paragus when they were just, kind of like stuck on the planet or whatever. So we should be seeing all this, again, in the data download. And I would expect that this is all coming on the 12th. Now, these EZs, I'm going to do a video just like talking about my expectations for them. These units are probably next week. Probably. Because that's just, like, I don't know, like, I swore I thought the sync was going to, like, make the community more calm. I swear to God, the sync has people, like, completely flustered about, like, kind of like the normal, like, structure and schedule of a lot of these Dokkan celebrations, right? Like, the GDC was kind of like a new thing completely, right? And it ended up being, like, 5, Dokkan Fest LR level characters, right? But, like, like the structure of these celebrations, even Tanabata did kind of have a structure like this. The only thing is that historically for the Tanabata celebration, what would have been, last week right there, also would have had the Tanabata banner, which would have brought the return of the anniversary characters. But this year, that was, basically on the GDC, which was the Worldwide Download Celebration replacement, right? So, I don't think that these guys will be this week. They'll probably be next week. Hopefully there'll be another EZA, but If there was going to be another Ise, they probably would have just showed it, right? Like, I'd imagine they probably would have just showed it. So, we're going to get Broly plus a lot of content. We'll see how it's going to work, right? So, let me know what you guys think. The update doesn't seem like the craziest, most massive thing ever, but I mean, I do think it's just a nice little quality of life adjustment right here, just to make things, I think, a little bit easier for players, which is always a really good thing.